There were every day, every morning, and every night you could hear children on the street under your buildings, lying down, children and grown-ups, looking like just skin and bones, asking in Yiddish, in Polish, for a crumb of bread or a tiny piece of food, a spoonful. Exactly, those words, spoonful of soup, a crumb of bread, please have pity, please have pity. And in the morning, most of those children were dead, and there used to come a cart in the morning, gather them up and throw them out. And this was every day, every day.
How did that affect you emotionally?
Well, very badly, because there wasn't much we could do. We didn't have enough for ourselves. We had a little pot-bellied stove inside the living room, and we cooked on it the soup, the big pot of soup every day, partially cooked to save the fuel. And then the pot was put into one of the beds and covered with the eiderdown to finish cooking and to keep warm throughout the day. And this is what we ate. There were of course there was no meat, no eggs, no milk, no fruit, no fresh vegetables, no eggs, no vitamins of any kinds. The only thing there was bread made of potato rinds and sawdust, and very little of that was assigned to us. And the rest was the soup, and the soup consisted usually of dried beans, or peas, some kind of noodles, pasta, some carrots, very little carrots. If there was a potato, it went into the soup. We never had potatoes as such because there weren't enough ever. That's about it. We did have a boy come to us once a week from Dr. Korczak's orphanage, where my aunt worked, and she brought him over, and we gave him some of the soups that we had, and he stayed with us for the day, and then he went back.
Did you ever go to the orphanage yourself?
Yes, I did, because my aunt was working there. I went there a couple of times, I think, and I met Dr. Korczak, and he even touched me with his walking stick, playfully, sort of, and talked to me. And later on, I saw him and the children march in front of the factory that I worked in later, called shop. On the way was this lady who was working there, Mrs. Wilczyński, taking the children to the camp, to the Umschlagplatz and trains and Treblinka. And they were singing.